Hey everyone, we have a special guest teacher today. Her name is Dr. Melissa West, and she's going to be taking you through a yin yoga class for the hips. I hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, here's Melissa.
Do you have pain in your hips, tenderness, maybe even limping or trouble sleeping on your hip? I know you've tried a lot of things to help your hip pain, maybe rest, muscle relaxants, and even yoga. And in the rest of this video, I'm going to show you something different, how to actually get deep into the joint of your hip and prevent and reverse ligamentous contracture with yin yoga. Hi, I'm Melissa from Yoga with Dr. Melissa West. Today I'm here as a guest on Erin's Bad Yogi channel. I teach real yoga for real people. We're all about connection. Connection to a teacher and teachings that allow you to connect with your true nature and to a community of people that are dedicated to a genuine path of spiritual transformation. Erin and I are collaborating this week, so if you come on over to my channel, you can see her 10-minute video for hips on Yoga with Melissa. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications by pressing that little bell so you don't miss a single video from Erin. Erin offers yoga that is fun and accessible, free of snobbery and pretense, and I love that about her. When you come over to Yoga with Melissa, you will see that I put out videos on that channel every single Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. I have some great content coming up on Yoga with Melissa. You can see on February 23rd, we'll be doing a full yin yoga for legs. On March 2nd, it will be sleep yoga or yoga nidra for beginners. And on March 9th, I'll be doing a beginner yin yang yoga. If those classes interest you, be sure to subscribe and press that little bell so that the classes show up in your subscription feed on YouTube when it comes out on Friday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific. If you like today's class, be sure to press that thumbs up button and leave me a comment. I'll tell you what to put in the comments at the end so I know who my fabulous finishers are. So because you are bad yogis, I thought it would be fun to practice the dragon poses in yin to relieve your hip pain. We will start with dragon pose, straight up dragon pose. In yin yoga, we practice three principles. We come into the pose, we stay for a while, and we resolve to be still. In an intense pose like dragon, that usually only means 2 minutes, but in most yin poses, that means 5 minutes. And then we let time and gravity do all the work. When we're trying to affect the deeper connective tissues that wrap around the joints, like the hip joint, this needs to be treated in a different way than when we work our muscles in a normal yoga class. These tissues are more dense, less pliant, and more plastic, and they need slow and gentle traction, unlike our muscles, which like rhythmic and repetitive action, like in a vinyasa class. Now, dragon flying high is another version. Our hip joints have shrink wrapped into a small range of motion, especially rotation. The joint capsule of your hip, made up of the connective tissue and ligaments holding the hips together, have essentially shrink wrapped around the joint. In other words, the connective tissue have gotten smaller, shorter, and tighter. And the third one I'm going to show you is dragon flying low. Now the hip joint is held in place by something called the labrum, a special kind of cartilage that forms a rim around the hip socket, holding the femur bone in place. The hip joint is a ball and socket joint, which allows for a large range of motion. In yin yoga, we stress our joints to prevent and reverse contracture or the loss of mobility through a joint. Yin yoga can be helpful to slowly regain our hips' natural range of motion and to relieve pain. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you're curious about trying yin yoga, then press that like button. And if you're one of the fabulous finishers, let me know by putting "I'm a fire-breathing dragon" in the comments. Thanks so much to Erin for having me as a guest on your channel, and be sure to come on over to my channel to see Erin's 10-minute hip video as well. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Erin has some fabulous yoga challenges and purple hair. So you have to see the purple hair. Namaste.
So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that class from Melissa. If you'd like to see more from her, make sure you subscribe to Dr. Melissa West on YouTube right here. And of course, you can subscribe to my channel for all free yoga classes right over here. Remember, there's 2 other ways you can practice yoga with me. My 8-week yoga program, PBYP, Perfect Body Yoga Program. It's a little bit different than it sounds, so make sure you check that out. And then I've also got a Bad Yogi Studio, a digital studio, where you can follow all of my brand new full-length classes that come out every single week. So the library is constantly growing, and that's at studio.badyogi.com. All of this is going to be linked in the description down below, so make sure you go check that out. Thank you again for joining me and Melissa for class today. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you right back here next time.